The Clash in Paris is finally here, and with a stacked card including one of John Cena's final ever premium live event matches. Join us now as we look at the most shocking last-minute rumors that you need to know about WWE Clash in Paris. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Number 1. Rusev and Sheamus to join forces. Now, since Rusev returned to WWE programming, he's really struggled to firmly connect with the main roster audience. It's not as if Rusev's work has been bad, it's just his lack of character work hasn't exactly enamored him with the crowd. Now, there's been speculation online for months that the payoff to the Rusev and Sheamus rivalry is going to see them unite. This could be a smart move, as Rusev working alongside an insanely over talent may be beneficial to his popularity in the company, and will also act as a major boost for the Raw Tag Division. As we all know, the Raw Tag Division has been struggling, especially when compared to the thriving SmackDown Tag Division. Two credible names joining the division could be a positive step forward, and seeing the coalition between Rusev and Sheamus take on teams such as A New Day and Judgment Day would really freshen up some of those matches on weekly television. The question is, how exactly does WWE present this team up? With the feud said to be settled at Clash in Paris, could Sheamus conquer his arch rival and then show respect towards him in the post-match angle? WWE could in theory copy and paste the approach they took with the Bar back in 2016, as the two were basically forced to team together, but eventually became the best of friends. Number 2. Roman's shocking loss. Roman Reigns having an untitled singles match on a PLE is a big deal, and it's a huge moment for Bronson Reed at Clash in Paris. It's actually been so long since Roman Reigns has had a singles PLE match. In fact, the last singles PLE match he had was at Wrestlemania 40. Now, whilst it's incredibly unlikely that Reed wins the match, it wouldn't be unlike Reigns to want to put over someone in a big matchup. The most likely outcome is that Reigns will win, but Reed will have the showing of his career. It's not uncommon for wrestlers to get over in the match and receive a rub without getting the W. WWE could easily achieve this in the match if they present Reed as strong and credible throughout. It's probable that Bron Breakker gets involved in some capacity, and WWE could even plant future seeds for the Breakker vs Reigns matchup. This is a match that is destined to happen relatively soon, and some are even pushing for the match to take place at WrestleMania 42. Now, this really depends on when WWE are planning to bring the Reigns and Seth Rollins feud to a close, as currently, that is a match that appears to be locked in for the grand stage next April. WWE may look to do a post-match beatdown on Reigns by Reed and Breakker, as without this, fans will question why Reigns isn't interfering in the main event and seeking revenge on Rollins. This will logically explain why Reigns isn't present and will help further establish issues between Reigns and Rollins' faction ahead of future shows such as Survivor Series. Number 3. A surprise Brock appearance. Now, as things stand, Brock Lesnar isn't set for Clash in Paris. Initially, it looked like Lesnar was going to face John Cena at the show, but ultimately, WWE decided to move forward with a Logan Paul-John Cena singles match. Interestingly, WWE have been teasing Lesnar's involvement in some capacity, as on SmackDown from Ireland, Nick Aldis informed Cena that he had just heard from Lesnar before Aldis was cut off by Logan Paul. Was this segment about to see Aldis inform Cena that Lesnar is going to be in Paris? A surprise Lesnar appearance is very possible, and he could even cost Cena the match against Logan Paul. The issue is, would WWE have Lesnar make another surprise appearance, or would they want to capitalize on his star power and pre-advertise him? Lesnar is set for multiple editions on TV on the road to WrestlePalooza, and it appears that Lesnar vs Cena is set for the main event of that show. Some fans have been throwing around the idea of Lesnar's music hitting and this costing Cena, but this would be a rather bizarre presentation of Lesnar, not really suitable for his persona. Number 4. Drew makes a statement. One of the most popular suggestions when it comes to John Cena's final ever opponents is Drew McIntyre. Cena vs McIntyre is a feud that WWE have never explored, and it's a huge match that would please a lot of the audience. McIntyre has been subtly mocking Cena in recent months, and with McIntyre having an on-screen partnership with Logan Paul, now could be the perfect opportunity to plant the seeds for the matchup. Cena could get the W over Logan, only for McIntyre to hit a Claymore on Cena, making a statement in the process. This would be smart booking, especially if WWE are indeed planning McIntyre vs Cena. However, the only problem is that it may muddle numerous storylines. McIntyre is feuding with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes simultaneously, and it may put the focus off Cena's feud with Brock Lesnar. Number 5. LA Knight wins the big one. A Clash in Paris is said to be the final ever PLE on Peacock in the US. Due to WWE still having a working relationship with the network, thanks to them presenting all future Saturday night's main event broadcasts via the platform, they may look to send a message to the network. This message could be a clear indicator that WWE and TKO are appreciative of the new deal, and they could give fans and Peacock a world title change to close out the show. Seth Rollins' world title reign is only a few weeks old, but that doesn't mean that WWE couldn't pivot and deliver a new champion. If WWE are committed to this, then it's unlikely to be Jey Uso, as his world title reign wasn't exactly received well. In relation to CM Punk, it's likely that he'll settle his blood feud with Seth Rollins at WrestlePalooza, so this only leaves LA Knight. Is it now finally time that WWE went all the way with LA Knight? Triple H has been promising that Knight is going to get his special moment for years now, but it's never transpired, outside of 2 reigns as US champion. A lot of fans have been critical of the Raw product in recent weeks, especially due to the presentation of Rollins' stable known as the Vision. Fans feel like their stable and their segments are repetitive, and some would state that Rollins winning the world title has added absolutely nothing whatsoever to the faction's story or aura. WWE could see this criticism and decide to shake things up in a major way and deliver a significant world title change. Number 6. The Final Man. One of the common opinions related to the Vision stable is that they need a final member. They need a name that is able to take pins in matches on Raw, but they also need a name that needs to be somewhat credible, and they have a name that fits in with the tone of the group. Currently, there are 2 suggestions that fans often throw out there, one of them being Ricky Starks. Starks is an incredible talent and he's destined for main roster one day, but the other name is Ethan Page. Page is a natural fit for the group and is often labelled as WWE's next incarnation of The Miz, which means that he can portray various roles and lose matches, but due to his promo and character work, he can then rebuild himself virtually overnight. If WWE decides to have a final member of the group, Clash in Paris could be the perfect way to establish the new member, and naturally, having this new member debut in the PLE main event would be a clear indicator that this is a name that fans need to take seriously. Page seems like the most sensible option at this stage, and although he's currently a title holder on the NXT brand, that really hasn't stopped WWE from calling up NXT talent in the past, and Page could still fulfill his duties on NXT until he drops the title, so this shouldn't present too much of an obstacle for WWE's creative team. At number 7, 18 incoming. Earlier this month, John Cena posted a random photo of Seth Rollins as world champion on his Instagram page. Was this Cena just posting an arbitrary photo of Rollins, or was this Cena hinting that he's coming for world title number 18? Cena has stated numerous times throughout 2025 that Rollins is one of his favourite opponents, and there's no doubt about it that Cena would love to face Rollins at least one final time before he retires in December. Cena vs Rollins for the world title, with Cena seeking to win a world title design that he's never held, could make for fascinating television and would give Cena a fresh storyline away from Logan Paul. Obviously, Cena's feud with Brock Lesnar presents a huge obstacle, but Cena could easily explain to the audience that once he slays the beast, that being Brock Lesnar, he's coming for Rollins and the world title. The feud would also be a great opportunity for WWE, as it wouldn't just see Cena working with Rollins, it would allow Cena to work with Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. Cena vs Breakker especially is a big money match that even has the legs to main event a PLE in 2025. Rollins retaining the world title in the main event seems likely, but the show going off the air with Rollins as champion may be seen as underwhelming and flat to some. What if Rollins retains and then the show goes off the air with Cena staring him down, a face-to-face ensues in the ring, and this could be the viral moment from the PLE that WWE will inevitably crave. Cena is set to work Survivor Series War Games in November, and Cena working a War Games match is a fascinating prospect. There have been a lot of theories in relation to what match will take place in War Games this year, and one of the most popular suggestions from fans is Team Roman Reigns versus Team Seth Rollins. Cena joining up with Team Reigns makes a lot of sense, and WWE surely won't want to miss an opportunity to have Cena in a gimmick match that he's never wrestled in before. Cena and Rollins closing out Clash in Paris with a stare down opens the door for endless possibilities with both of their booking, especially as WWE heads into a new era with the ESPN deal set to come into effect in just a few weeks' time. But there you have it, folks, the most shocking last-minute rumors that you need to know for Clash in Paris. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.